Well, hello everybody. How y'all doing out there, Facebook land? Oh, hey, listen, it's John. We're getting ready to do our
You didn't answer my
August
Do you have
general
occasionally
meeting.
you run into mountains?
I guess I ought to put myself on camera, huh?
I thought about it.
Anyway, we are getting ready to do that. So I'm gonna let this run.
And occasionally
We have
the Blue Water
quite a
Navy
few
runs
people here
over
today. We're
some.
gonna wait at the moment.
Especially so.
I know it don't sound like a lot, but
Battle now.
with the pandemic and all that stuff, it's been a little sparse. So we're doing pretty good tonight, I believe.
Not on it, John.
It's all right. It can only fall off once. It can bounce twice, but it can only fall off
They
once.
used to haul around the big
Hi, Jason.
submarine launch ballistic missiles.
All right.
You know, our
And-
approach, we used to call us, slow. We'd be slow to make
I don't know
changes,
if
slow
you
turns,
guys watch
things like
YouTube
that.
or not. Sure you do.
Quiet.
Well,
Look up
modern
Jacobs
guys,
brand.
they have
Jacobs, Jacobs.
guided missiles, but
They're
they may
members
also
of our
have
chapter.
nukes. But they're
And
still
they,
in cowboy mode.
Janine, made
making
fresh,
way
thickly
and,
prepared juice. Oh my God, it's so good.
High-speed maneuvers.
Wish you were here,
You're
don't you?
doing all the
Yeah,
things that
yeah,
you
yeah.
do in an aircraft, snap
Oop,
rolls.
I guess I
and
gotta
things
keep this
like
back
that.
here.
But if you
Our
ever,
guest
get
speaker
on
for
YouTube,
tonight
there's
has
a guy that runs a channel
had to
called
cancel
Summer.
due to personal reasons.
Does an excellent job of getting information
So,
out. And, the Navy's already been through this.
Tad
It's
Hamilton
been
and
happening.
myself,
watched the
we're going to be
one,
doing
on the, for the
a
carrier.
presentation in
I
lieu
watched
of
that one.
Cody. Yeah, I know.
Well, it
I'd
definitely
rather
was
see
in this
Cody
case
here, too.
the captain's fault. And
Just the way it goes.
versus the
So
navigator.
we'll get him rescheduled, so no worries. With that pop, it
The
sounds
Navy
like
decided
we're
to
just about
decimate
ready to get
the
started.
rank or the rating of quartermaster.
Yeah.
And they decided
Oh,
to
this
swear
stuff's a
off
bomb,
data
right?
charts and
I have
doing
no
things
idea what
plots
it
by
is.
pencil and
got a
paper and
very
teamwork
unique taste.
that all of us had to do. I mean, we had some of the best
And I don't
computers
know
in
what
the
it
world,
reminds me of.
but we never trusted them. We would always come up with
But it's
two
very unique.
solutions.
Anyway,
You had
it's really good.
You ran it, and you had somebody
Sorry you're
doing
not
your
here
own.
to try it.
And,
Hey, Malcolm. How you
There's
doing?
a time when you're plotting targets.
We should be getting ready to get going here in a minute or two, and I can get the camera lined up a little bit better. Whoops.
Target tracking
But knock
teams,
it
and
off
you're
the
doing time bearing
stand.
plots.
There,
You
now I
simply
don't have
know
to scooch
what the
down
hell it
and
is you're
tilt
doing
the
with paper
camera.
and pencil. You got to be able to do the mental
Ah.
and
Anyway.
that's the final check.
Tonight
Whatever
we're
the
going to be going
computer
over
says
some stuff.
is not taken for gospel. There's a lot on the line.
We have some events coming up.
Even on
We have dates for all of that stuff
We're
now.
living in a different day and age. We're living on people who they trust
We
their lives to
have-
devices that they have
I don't know
no
if we're going
business.
to talk about it tonight, but we have
You know, our history's paved with blood.
some more
People learn the
equipment we're
hard way.
thinking about
Thank God they
selling
didn't-
that we don't
they
use.
didn't.
For one, the
They
big
trusted where they were
canopies
by
that are in the
computer.
trailer.
We had one
Going
that,
metal poles.
when they ran
10 by
it,
20.
it was over 100 miles long.
We don't use them because
Something else that's
the
interesting.
manpower takes
Modern
to
day,
put them up, take them down. And then
even
the
at
little
this time,
pop-ups are much
you would think
easier.
running silent was
So,
extremely important.
We're going to go that route, but we're going to get your,
We'll
obviously,
use devices
chapter's
like that
input on that stuff.
on an
Think about
occasional
it.
basis, just to verify.
Driver
what the hell
team, how you doing
is
tonight?
Just,
So they let everybody know where they're at.
you know, when you're operating in big blue water,
So the digs
not
are
so
going
much
to,
of
we're
a
going to do a dig.
but anybody who's been to like
I think we're doing a breakfast
Southwest
session. I don't know. We're going to go over all
it's
that
a
stuff.
mess. It's
I unfortunately left my
horrendous.
notebook with all my notes at home
Bering Strait's the
because
same way.
the speakers
you can't go
tonight,
through volcanic
I
island
want them.
chains.
I was more
If you were in
worried
a World
about
War II
forgetting to
boat,
bring something
and
with
spent
me
most of its
for
time on
that.
the surface and only dive to kind of
Forgot
mask
my
its
notes.
presence.
When you're being
Well,
chased.
And your depth was
We'll
limited
see
to
how
like
it
300
goes.
feet, and you could actually nose up on a beach to pull yourself off the
We're
sea.
trying to go kick Thomas in the butt and get him going. It's 7:15.
You have
Alright.
Even though it's the size of a teacup, you got a nuclear reactor,
See
you
if
get
I
all
can
this
get
other sophisticated stuff
him
that
to
costs
come
billions
to
of
work.
dollars. You don't go tooling around, and that's the other thing. It's like the Navy's got the same syndrome that the Air Force had with the A-10
Hey,
warplanes.
Mr. VP.
They didn't like stick and rudder flying.
Go tell the PP that it's 7:15. I would yelled across the room at that time.
Yeah.
This is really good, right?
No.
It's got such a unique flavor. I have no idea what it is. Well, I know what it is. It's pretty. But it's so close to something else.
Well, it's so common in the tourist traps here in places like Sedona and everything. Everybody's going to get a margarita or a cactus cheese. I'm not.
But what you flash and ice cream. Boy, is it good. Oh, I guess I need to turn this camera forward facing.
So is it pretty like?
Here we go. And by the way, we're at DFW Post 9400. It's 804 East Purdue, Phoenix, Arizona. It's off 7th Street.
Alrighty, guys. I
And we
like
are
all
getting
these
ready.
people here. Hey, I see you back there. Mrs. Price. Alright, guys. I see a few new people.
Hey,
Okay. So, we're going to stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. And those who can't hear, like, I know a few people, can move up front. We don't bite at people while we do. It's not that bad, really. So, Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Woo-hoo!
yay!
And if there's any veterans out there, thank you very much for your service. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll try not to get.
So how many new people do we have here besides this lovely couple right here and their young daughter? Is that it? No, put your hand down. No. All right. I'm going to give you the microphone. You can tell me who you guys are and if you're joining or you have joined or whatever. Okay.
Keep up.
So
Okay,
I'm
that's as far
Vanessa
as I'm
Klein. I'm from Brazil originally, and I joined a year ago, and we never been to a meeting. However, now I met Michelle and Mr. Lee, and then he was like, "Oh, there's a meeting," and I was like, "Okay." So today I rejoined again, so I got my membership, and we're gonna be in the adventure with you guys.
Good. Cool.
Great.
Yeah.
All done? Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we hope you guys can come out. We're going to have we have a few events. If you have any pull tabs, save them because we're going to give those to the Ronald McDonald House. One of our other members, Mr. Woody Woodrow, used to do it, and I took it over, and I have a whole bunch, and I need more. I want to fill up hopefully one of those buckets. So bring them in. I know everybody drinks soda out there. So, okay. I guess we're going to do the speakers first. Ted, do you want to go first or do you want John to go?
I'm buying tickets.
I'm asking you a question. It's simple. Mr. Cadius.
You buy tickets for me?
No.
Then
All right,
there's
John.
your answer.
All right.
So what we have tonight are we going to do the game? Oh. Woody Wampler. I knew that. Woodrow, his full name is Woodrow Wampler. So, anyway, so tonight we have safety and recovery and all that fun stuff. So we have two of our board members. John, he's our secretary. Everybody say hi, John. Hi, John. And then Tad, He's my vice president, and he does like four-wheeling, and he has all kinds of crazy ideas about safety, and but it's a good thing because there are too many times that we're out there and we forget about a lot of different things. John's going to talk about safety packs and how to make them and what to put in them and all that fun stuff. So here's John.
Yeah, he's got a lot of crazy ideas off-road anyway, for whatever. Anyway, this is what I call my survival bag. So anytime I go out in the desert, and we all know, we all go out and play in some of the most hostile territory there is in this country. So you can never be over prepared. So I always tell people, put yourself together a bag. This way, next month when you get ready to go out, you don't get all the way out in the desert and go, damn, I don't have my first aid kit and I'm bleeding everywhere. So, some of the stuff I keep an awful lot of stuff in here. I have a small survival kit, so if I'm just going to be, this I usually keep in my truck, but if I'm going to be away from my truck, I can take this with me. It helps out an awful lot. Surprisingly enough, we live by a nuclear generating station. I also keep iodine pills because depending where you're at, if you're down, towards Gila Bend Gila Bend down that area there, that thing starts leaking, you're going to want some of these really bad. So they're cheap, they last forever. Pick up a pack of those, put in there. You never know, especially with China talking shit. Stuff. Snake bite kit. I have no idea if they work, but I got one. What else we got in here? All right. We all carry firearms, or we should be carrying firearms. You never know when you're going to have an accidental discharge or come across some other lunatic out there that doesn't want you working their claim or anywhere near their claim. So I carry, this is a SWAT tourniquet. So, always be prepared. I got more goodies in here. I have another pack I can leave with hands. And I don't really think I probably should have this around this way, huh? I'm multitasking. Anyway, I can't even get this out. This is another first aid kit. This one here has the ball connectors. I have a vest with the thingies that these go into, which are a real pain in the butt to put together, but you can hang that on your vest or jacket or whatever. That's a first aid kit. Anything that you don't have to carry in your hands is always a plus. Oh, we got more stuff in here somewhere. This is another small pocket-size first aid kit right there. Always keep a flashlight. What else I got in here? Toe warmers. You ever been out there during the wintertime? It don't seem like it's cold until you're out there for about 6 hours. Compass with a mirror. Always a good thing to have if you get lost out there and they're looking for you. You can always use the mirror to signal. And also have hand warmers, so I keep my hands and my toes warm. So it's something that most people will never think of. And these kits, you got to put them together so that they're for you or for your family. Okay, so you guys probably want a little bit bigger first aid kit. Okay, because there's 3 of you. Myself, it's just me. I think I've got enough to stop my bleeding right in there. So. This kit actually is more, I gotta tell you, this one here, just remember, this is actually a gunshot first aid kit. This has a chest, yeah, I forget what they call it. I could open it up, but it's a real patch. Yeah, it's got that. I think it has another tourniquet in here. It's got some medical scissors, tape, that sort of thing. So anytime you're dealing with firearms, you always have.
Oh, it turned off.
It broke. Okay, I don't need it anymore.
Okay, good.
Something else. It's really important.
No, it's just
Have one of these. I don't know if y'all can see it in the back there. But basically what it does is purifies water. So if you find a water hole, this one here will filter up to 100,000 gallons. It's an awful lot of water. So, this can also, it has a little container in here, it's a squishy container, so you can take the water out of the pond or the river or whatever, put it in that bottle so that when you're moving on to your next spot, you have some water to take with you. So, and that's all in this kit. I forget what it calls, but if you need it, it doesn't really matter how much it costs. So, it's always better to be safe. Speaking of water, nobody should be out in the desert without at least one extra case of water. So if you normally take one case with you, throw one in the back of in your trunk or whatever. Warm water is better than no water.
He did say a case. He didn't say like one extra bottle.
No, I did say a
He
case.
said a case.
Yeah. So I mean I've been out there stuck on I-17 to pass water out to other people in the traffic jam. So yeah, you got there's that. I have a mosquito net. Depending on where you're at, if you're up north, you get into a situation where there's a lot of mosquitoes, that'll save you from going crazy. And then I carry, these are what they call a bubble pack. Well, I think I got two. I carry a set of these. They're bubble pack, they're GMRS radios. They probably have a straight line of sight. You probably get about 5 miles out of one of these. They're not real powerful, but if you are broke down and somebody is staying with the vehicle, which somebody should stay with the vehicle, the other person can take this. That way you can keep in communication in case something happens. You know, mountain lion standing on the hood of the car, and you need to go back and shoot it. So a lot of reasons. These are cheap. They're about probably $40. These two radios, they got good range, and could save your life. You never know. So that is really about what I have. There's probably a few more little bits and pieces in here, but like I said, sit down and think about it. If you're going into a hostile environment, you got to act like you're in the military. You have to be properly armed, and that's water, first aid, self-defense. Oh, I know what I forgot. Knife. In my truck, I have a machete. I have, I guess what you would call a Rambo knife, and then I have a smaller tactical knife that I can wear on my belt. I can wear any of them on my belt. So there's a bunch of things, and really, in this state, you should be carrying a lot of this stuff with you all the time anyway. So even if you're just on a Sunday drive, you get broke down someplace, you got it with you. And that's all I got. I don't know if anybody's got questions.
If I can make a suggestion also, like carrying a cigarette lighter.
Yes. Well, oh, yeah. I actually have. Glad you mentioned that. You can pick these up at Cabela's or any sporting goods store. And then you open this up, and there you go. You got waterproof matches. It's in a sealed case. I do carry a Zippo, but they run out of fluid. Same thing with a Bic. These things are always great to have with you.
Two other suggestions I have also. It sounds kind of funny, but it isn't. For signaling, people have suggested using CD discs because they really are good for signaling. One person had the spotter plane see them because of the CD disc, because it was so
You can do the same with something like this too, because you can get their attention because they think you're pointing a laser at them and they're gonna send the police to arrest you. So, yeah.
And one other thing, they're kind of getting out old style, but I always carried a road flare in case at nighttime that you have to signal or use them.
Yeah,
And they stay for good forever.
yeah, and plus side to those are, as dry as it is outside, make a bigger fire. Anyway, that's it.
All right, John covered most of the medical. His is a little bigger than mine. Mine works a lot more neat, has everything else. But this one here is one of the 2 toolkits that I run. So I have wrenches, screwdrivers, you name it, anything you need on there to fix your vehicle. And even in this side, where the wrenches are, I also have the little inch pound, so you can tighten what you need up. And then out in the Jeep, I didn't bring it in because it's big. And it has the foot pound, so you can torque it down. So I carry them because you never know when you're gonna need to do engine work or what else. If you get stuck or you're pulling somebody out, this is 32,000 pound brake line before it snaps. But when you hook this up, you want to put a sweatshirt, a blanket, or something on the line so it doesn't swing back and hit you. We just had a death in the Overland Committee, one where a guy wrapped it around the ball hitch. Ball hitches you never hook up to because they're only good for holding the trailer. They only have like a 2,000 pound limit. You may get up to 7,000 for big size trailers. But it flew back, went through the windshield, hit him in the driver's seat with his wife and kids in there. And they got to see that, so you really don't want to do that. So if you go hook it up, you do round your axle if you have to, but you have attachment points on those 4-wheel drives that you can hook it up to. Use a D-link. Yes.
Yeah, I brought that
Yeah.
receiver hitch coupler.
You got this one that you can put in and then do a D-link through it and then hook up the soft shackle that John brought in. But plus, if you have a winch, you can also use, like mine has 99 feet of line on it. So I can do that, and if that's not enough, I can hook that up. And if it's at a weird angle, by using a snatch block, which is in the high lift and all that kit, where it has all the straps and all that, you can go around a tree and not destroy it. And you can actually do angles. And if you had to, by using the snatch blocks, you can increase your pulling power on the winch. You can double it. Just by, go in and out, and then, so you have a double line, so basically your winch is just doing the work of one, but it's getting pull power of 2. So you can pull them out. And I have seen some people get stuck in mud that would take probably a 12,000 plus, a couple of them hooked up to do that because they were married to the axles, and they ended up calling a off-road recovery, which you should always have that number in your book when you go out so they can come and get you if you have it, because they don't care where it is. They'll go all over the state. You're gonna pay for it, but they won't do it.
Well, they'll go right down to the Bumblebee and then go right up the Bumblebee and then hook a half-mile rope to you and pull you out. I know that for a fact.
Yes. Plus, now if you are stuck, this is called Max Tracks, this is the minis. So you can hook these up together so they're one big one. You can use it if you don't have a shovel with you to dig it out. Put this underneath your wheel and it gives you enough traction to get out. Very, very good in snow. Yes, I have used them in snow. Yes.
Now, these are probably for today's wrestling.
No. For you it is, if you get number 000000000. But, anyway, toolkit, no. What's in that one? No, you don't get near that. This is called a dead man. I would get it out, but it's a pain to put in. It's basically a blanket that you can bury, very strong. It's got nylon, so you can, if you're ever stuck and there's no tree, no boulder or what, you can dig it out, put it 2 feet down against the wall, and then use your winch to pull you out, or somebody to pull you out. That it gives you a good, solid base. I don't recommend digging down that long because it takes a while, especially when you're 70. And I was puffing and puffing, so yes, I have used all these to get out of places where I've been. I've also used this one and my bigger straps to pull an 8,000 pound boulder out of the middle of the road with my winch, so we could keep on going. We're 150 miles back in the Grand Canyon, up at Grand Farachette. They had that boulder there and nobody bothered to tell us, so we had to move it. I didn't have a problem with it, but it was noisy.
What about that one out of that wash?
Huh?
Oh, boulder out of a wash?
No, boulder out in the middle of a road.
Oh, road, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was huge.
Tad, can you tell them where they can buy all these different items and stuff?
Yep, Max Tracks, just type in Max Tracks on the thing and it'll come out to American Ventures. You can buy them. They have 3 different sizes now. Plus, this one is from Step 22. This part here is Step 22, the holder for your tools.
Have you ever used the Yankum rope?
Yes.
Those are pretty nice, aren't they?
Until it breaks.
Those breaks?
I broke 2 of them
Oh,
already.
did you? I didn't know that.
Yes, when I broke the Bubba rope and they replaced it. They went, what were you trying to pull out? And I go, a Suburban that was 2-wheel drive, thought he could cross a mud area. But, and then top that off, one thing you all should have, definitely, when you go out, Smitty built tire patch kit. If you buy the cheap ones off of Amazon and all that, when you go to use the tools, they bend. So you can't really plug your tire. You can plug your tire here. It even comes with patches for the outside on the sidewall if you have to, so you can get in.
Where did you get that at?
4-Wheel Supply on Bell Road.
Okay.
You can get that.
They're good to have.
This one I use, unfortunately, more for charging my phones and all that, but you can do up to 50 jumps on a car. But you have to make sure it's charged before you go out.
Do you have a mini air compressor in there?
It's out in the Jeep. It weighs
Okay.
45 pounds, so no, I didn't bring it.
Luckily,
in.
I had one because I was down at the Gila Bend claim down there.
Yeah.
And I ruined 2 new tires. And I didn't have the tire patch kit, but I was able to keep my tires up inflated till I got to Maricopa.
Well, the last place I did was on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, coming out of Grand Farachette. And we went through a gate and I didn't see the wonderful barbed wire of the gate on the side. It was under grass. So I put a hole in the front tire on the sidewall. So we patched it, plugged it, and I drove the rest of the 150 miles on that till I hit the pavement, then I swapped the tires out.
That's cool.
But yeah, it does work and it will save your hiney out there. Like I said, just don't go out and not have anything. And he was saying, Al was saying that you have the CDs and all that. They've increased it now. Last month we had the gal here with did the Garmin, and she talked about the Garmin InReach. I never go out without it. It sends out your GPS location to them, so they know exactly where you're at, and they can send it in. It's not having to try waiting for a plane to fly over. It goes up by satellite and comes down. They just had 2 people in the Grand Canyon that were drinking the water, and they had no filtration system. They didn't have the straw or any of the stuff John had, and they ended up with dysentery out there. And other people came up by them and found them, and it took 3 hours for the helicopter to get there, but they took them out. Otherwise, they would have died out there. Yeah.
Is that a similar item like they're using for the avalanche rescues?
This one, yeah, it goes up to the satellite system, and that's, I believe it was the ones that Motorola put up, the original ones. So they're in orbit, and it'll send up that, and it goes to Garmin, and it also, when you send out a message, it can go to your wife, and it has the exact, or I have it set for other people that have 4-wheel drives, and they come get me if it breaks down.
It's a little comical, but they did a rescue that they did by satellite, and they did the rescue according to coordinates, and it was in a junkyard, and it was an old deflated life raft, and it had emitted the signal, and they tracked that life raft right into a, so they do work.
John was talking about, I also like this one. It's by Rigid flashlight. You can charge it. It's got the big, not a AA. It's bigger than that, but it does give you a lot of light.
Lithium.
It's a lithium one.
They're probably lithium. most
It
of the
is.
time.
And this one I haven't charged in 3 months. I just keep it in, but every 6 months I take it in and charge it. But I also have the charger in the Jeep, so I can plug it in and charge it at nighttime. Plus, I know you're not supposed to like them, but I have 2 radios here. This one is just GRMS, which is good, but it's limited range. If you're stuck somewhere and you can hit a repeater, the Bowfangs also run on the next level up, so they're ham. So if you have your license, you can click on that and hit that and get help that way too. So, plus on the Jeep, if you guys ever notice on the back, I have a kind of like a triangle pole up on the top. That is a weed boost. Cell phone, and it boosts it about 32 times. Because that way if you have no signal, it's not going to work, but if you have 1 bar, it'll make it 2 to 3. So you can actually have a conversation.
Where do you buy that?
That online, we boost, type in that and it'll go in.
Amazon,
And you can get,
free shipping.
what?
Amazon, free shipping.
Yeah. But you can get the different versions. The one I have is their top of the line one with for an RV, because that antenna has more gain, so you can get out. We were out camping basically on the rim of the Grand Canyon, and I was the only one that had cell phone service. And every kid in the group was wanting to use that so they could talk to their friends. And I was like, go ahead, as long as you don't kill the battery. And I also carry 2 batteries in the Jeep, so I never have to worry about if one shorts out. I always have a second one. So you might think about having one like that, but I also have a refrigerator in my Jeep. I like my cold drinks and food. I don't like it being, when you reach into a ice chest and you pull out your dinner for the night and it's all soggy. Yeah. So I have a couple of refrigerators. So that's it. Any other questions?
No, but I was just gonna say, he has a pretty cool setup in his Jeep.
I also sleep in it too at times. Yeah.
What do you do after you plug your tires?
Huh?
What do you do after you plug your tires?
I pull out my Smittyville compressor and I fill it up. It puts out, there's only one other compressor out faster, which is the A&B twin compressor. But that you have to install in the engine compartment. Mine hooks up to the battery and runs because it will blow the circuit breaker out on anything if you try to run it. It puts out 5.4 cubic feet a minute. So my tires are 35 inch. I can air one up in about 4 minutes to 5, depending on how low I'd run them. I only take them down to 18 pounds anymore because I've destroyed too many sidewalls going lower. Anything else? No? You rode your little hot rod yet again? Or?
Oh, no, I've got all that stuff. Nobody mentioned anything about air inflators.
I do that, and I also have the more deflator. You can hook up all 4 tires to it, hook that up to your compressor, and you watch the gauge, and when it says 35, all of them are at 35, and then you're done. Then you just unplug them and go, which is pretty sweet. Saves a lot of time, because I don't like bending down. I'm not answering you.
Ted.
What, Bill?
I don't have to get into that stuff. I go with you.
That's true. And I also scared the hell out of you when the front end went out.
Oh, yeah. Ted.
What you got?
Ted.
So I have a suggestion with your ice chest. I don't buy ice. I freeze the bottled waters. Bottles of water. Put them in there. Then that way you can put your snacks and everything in there and it doesn't get soggy or wet. And then you got ice water too. That's what I do. That's all I do.
I do the pop in the ice chest, and I have them all in the 24-ounce water bottles that are cooling everything. That way I always have water on him too.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotta think ahead.
Do you guys use solar power or anything for your?
Yeah, I have a solar panel on my truck for charging.
On my trailer, yes, I have one. And for auxiliary power, I also have the Jackery 1000 with the solar. So that's, right now, that's what is running my refrigerator when I go out. And then let the Jackery, when we camp, put it out and have the solar out. Usually I put it on the top of the Jeep and have it attached there, so it's always working. But that went bye-bye when a tree got in the way. Took the attachments off. It's amazing when you'll be out and you find a low-flying tree. But anyway.
Doesn't slow down.
Yeah.
Any
other questions
guys?
on this?
Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing. This bag, if you can find one, I'd highly recommend. I don't even know who this thing's made by. But if you look for them, it also has a Camelback in it. So it's got a big bladder in here I can remove out of here and attach it to that purifier. Fill this up, fill the little thing up that comes with it. Probably got enough water for a whole day easily.
I have
So,
that too.
just saying. Yeah, look how you turned out. I'm still here, ain't I? Yeah, me too. I worry a lot, man. I'm obsessed. When I go somewhere, I have stuff that has to go. I don't care. It's going to fit in the truck someplace, but it's got to go. So
If you use a winch and you're worried about the cable breaking, you hang a sandbag on it.
Oh, I have a regular manufactured dealie that goes over top of the cable. It has
So another
pockets
thing,
in it if you wanna put.
don't mean to interrupt. Another thing you guys wanna pay attention to out there, and I strongly recommend this, is don't play with flash floods.
No.
I've been caught in 2 of them. The first one, almost took all of my Pride and Joy equipment. I mean, it literally, I had a full-size car battery in the wash. It literally took it 100 yards down the wash. That's how fast that water was moving. I worked that wash for over a year and have never seen water come down that wash. And one time, that rain was coming down so hard that half a mile away you couldn't even see the mountainside from where I was parked at. I mean, and lightning and everything. I went up to the truck to just take a little nap, wait for the water to go, and then all of a sudden I hear this rumbling. And I'm like, what in the world is that? I look in my rear view mirror and I see this water just going, and I'm like, oh, all my stuff is in the wash. And I had, 27-gallon tubs full of water. You wouldn't think that would move. Oh yeah. It undertowed it. Off it went. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
The pickaxe. It took it down the wash. A year later,
Yeah, we found it a year
Angel
later.
went down with my metal detector and found my pickaxe. And it's just, be really aware of floods, because they're not anything to play with, because that water is strong.
Even on
It'll
San Domingo too.
take out
Even all of those 5 tubs and everything you got up set up in YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That
Well,
whole display there, or
no.
wiped it out.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah.
There's really-
But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there about, floods and all that. It's just, you see something. About a year ago, I went out to Little San Domingo, and I was planning on going up to a Roadrunner plane with metal detector. Water was flowing down the Little San Domingo. I sat there and looked at it. Could have my truck made it? Probably. Did I want to do it? No. Because you don't know where there's going to be a sinkhole. You just don't know.
Yep.
I was watching little rocks only this big around. You can see how much force it takes to rock that big around to roll down a creek. As the water's going, the water didn't look, water was going about this deep, but you never know where it's going to make a sinkhole. And then there goes your truck.
Yep.
I had a question on that
Yeah.
topic. Now, you're out there, you're stuck in one of those flash floods. I've never been out there for that. But, how long should you wait till you start to cross some of this softer area? I mean, is there a time
Take
limit?
a stick out, walk out.
Where are you driving?
Now,
Last Saturday, I was in Florence and did a
Grand
microburst,
Cherokee?
and it took almost
you could
45
probably
minutes
pass-
for the water to go down in a little
For the
swale
water.
before we
I
could
read
cross.
in
If
Yeah,
it's not,
softest.
if it's not blazing running.
There's no specific time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just check before you cross
Yeah.
the wash and things like that, yeah.
That's why I say you can walk out with a stick if you can find a stick. Walk out with it and test it. Push down as hard as you can. If you can push down and it sinks, then you better not cross that.
Give it a little time, yeah.
Because it will get. I got you, Michelle. It'll get you. Because my dad worked for the Maricopa County Traffic and Roads for 35 years as an engineer. And trust me, he told me so many stories about people getting stuck, and they would just stand there and laugh at him. And of course, watch him, and then say, well, you're gonna have to pay for that. So, go ahead, Michelle.
I just want to add to that, another suggestion is that this has happened before. If you can get cell signal, post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because we've come to a lot of rescues. If we can't personally come, one of us members will be out there.
Yeah.
Between Tad, Lee, whoever.
I haven't had to because
Yeah.
usually these guys are out there more than I am.
Yeah, and you live in the other side.
Yeah, and I live in Mason.
But post it, because I'm telling you, you'd not believe the response we're gonna get. We spent half a day on Facebook with David Warner when he
Oh, yeah.
turned over,
Put their truck over. Yeah.
and he had an older gentleman with him, and I stood on the computer the whole day till he got help.
Yeah.
We were contacting other people around there, trying to get somebody out there to help, so
Yeah.
I think that's important to know.
Yeah, we have a good support group.
By the way, all of our phone numbers are in the newsletter.
Yeah, if you haven't got the newsletter, please grab one. Phone numbers are in there. They're in the magazine. I'll get on this.
They can have one if they need it.
Yeah,
Also,
there's-
you might think about putting snake guard in, keeping them in your Jeep. Or
Yeah, snake guards are good. Yeah, I didn't see you were trying to mention that. Snake guards are really important. As an example, my wife and I were at Morristown, went to have lunch, came back, and there was a little rattler underneath the chair. And all they're trying to do is stay away from people, but they'll strike you. And if they feel threatened, yeah, they'll get you. And thank God the little snake moved away. I didn't, and if you see a snake out there, you do not have to kill it. It is not essential to kill a snake just because you feel that it's in you're in their land. So don't just kill something just because. I'm sorry?
They're tasty.
I've heard so many people say, I've talked to people and they're like, oh yeah, I just shot it. Well, there's no reason to, guys. They're just scoot it away. Usually you can kick dirt at them and they will slither away. That's what I've done.
Was this a Mojave Green?
Well, there are some species, but most of the snakes, if you kick dirt at them, they'll move on. Most of the animals don't want to be bothered by us. I don't want to be bothered by them, but I'm walking through their house, and I'm not going to destroy something that doesn't need to be destroyed.
I've seen a Gila monster on Vulture Bay also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't mess with the Gila monsters. You get bit by one of them.
And they're faster than you think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They won't
Yeah.
kill you, but they'll make you.
Hurt really bad.
Yeah, they'll make you wish
Yeah.
you did.
Tarantula's the same. If you see a tarantula, leave it alone.
Also, pepper spray.
They won't let go.
Scorpions.
Yeah, scorpions. Yeah.
I worry more about
It makes
javelina.
it taste better. But
Now,
Javelina
Nathan.
are
no,
dangerous.
seriously, they don't have the same type of
Yeah.
taste bud glands and all that kind of stuff, so it doesn't affect them the same way. So don't spray them with the pepper spray. 'cause it
Doesn't work.
Save it
Yeah.
for somebody trying to mug you at a liquor store.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to move on. If you guys have any questions, please, if you're on Facebook, get with us. I'm going to try and initiate some of the meeting information like this that talked about safety and so on, that we actually do an expose on that. I think it's very important. That way everybody that wasn't here can get the information out, even though we do have live Facebook. So, coming up, we have an election coming up, and it's going to be the vice president position, Mr. Tad. He has stayed an extra year for us, and I wanted to thank him for that. He's done a great job. I don't know sometimes what I would do without him. He's helped me out a lot.
You can call me up in Alaska.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that. He's going to be going to Alaska and other places. He likes to do the four-wheeling and stuff. I don't know why. He's just driving and stupid stuff. So, I'll move. So, it's okay. I agree. It's good fun. Anything that's outdoors like that is really cool. Where he goes, if you saw the map on his GPS, it's insane. It's all red dotted. Those are all the little trails that he's been on throughout the years. We do have an event coming up, and let me have somebody remind me when that is. We're going to have that
September 18th.
I had it.
September 18th. Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Oh, sure. So I get over here.
It's going to be an early morning dig, breakfast, or whatever, kind of snacky breakfast thing. We're going to meet at Golden Dreams, and we're going to dig on Vulture Bay. It's one of the bigger claims. A lot of people have been asking about it, and it's an interesting place. There's a lot of different areas that can be dug, different topography, so you get to learn about a lot of different, like in the wash, there's heavy sands. You go Farther over, you might find an area that is totally different. Very interesting place. I've spent some time over there. Not a lot, but enough. So, yes. What? Too much to handle here.
Skip, you're skipping your message.
I see that.
No event on.
Yes. I'm getting to that.
No, what's September?
I understand that. Yeah, so like Michelle said, we are not having anything in August, and that's because of the heat. And, you know, it's just, it gives everybody a break. Because it is very hot up there. And the season is monsoon. What?
We are having this meeting, though.
That's true. But it's different. We're not having an outing time. Okay. So if you want to come out, I did post it on events on the Facebook page. If you're not part of Facebook page, and if you are part of Facebook, just put in Gold Prospectors Association of Phoenix. It'll pop up. We'll ask you a few questions. What are you looking for? Say gold or whatever. And then there's one more question that everybody misses. A lot of people miss. And that's the terms of service, which is just be nice on the webpage. That's it. And you can learn everything that we talk about. Everything that we talk about here is on that page. We make it a very big point to make sure that that happens. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a breakfast, right?
Yeah, we can do that. Nothing major.
It's an early morning day.
Yeah, it's. I think I put 8 a.m. Am I right, Ronnie? Yeah. So meet at Golden Dreams, sign in, and do all that stuff, and then we'll take a drive out to Vulture Bay. If you don't have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, you need to get with Lee or me or somebody because. Huh?
They always go to them too.
Right. Okay.
All right, guys.
Tom.
What? Yes.
So, can I announce the dowsing? Lee's going to do the dowsing demonstration at our chapter.
Okay, yes.
It'll be the week before on the September 11th. So if
Yeah.
you want to learn about dowsing rods, or Lee Kane's going to be our guest speaker for the Apache Junction chapter. So if you're interested in that.
Gold miser.
Yeah, Lee's gonna be speaking at the Apache Junction. If you have any questions about that, you can always go. You can ask us. You can call us. October general meeting speaker. We do not have one. If you know somebody, please get with us so that we can get with them. October 16th, chili cook-off and fall picnic. A lot of people have been asking, are we going to have a chili cook-off? Yep, we are. And it's the fall picnic kind of thing, but it's not going to be out in the desert. It's going to be at Paloma Park. Was it LAF? Near LAF? Look at Forest Space?
No,
No.
it's up where we had the Christmas
Yeah,
one.
I just don't have the address.
Lake
It's
Pleasant
up on,
Road.
Huh?
Lake Pleasant Road.
Yeah,
Pleasant Road,
that's
close
what-
to the 303.
It's
Yeah.
a nice park. If you
Yeah.
didn't come to if you went to our steak fry last year, Christmas, that's where.
And we're having a Christmas one there with steak fry too.
Yeah,
We're working on that.
What's the
We're getting
date?
there.
What's the date on that one?
October 16th. So if you think you have good chili, bring it out. Because everybody that's there gets to judge you. They used to do a panel, and I hated that.
Yeah, me
It
too.
was select choice, and I hated that. It was always the same people, and they always, I just didn't like it. So, we decided to do the member, because this is your group, and that's what it's all about. Okay. If you have any questions, of course, you can get that. No? November general meeting speaker, we don't have one there either, so we're working on that. Michelle really got me some good notes. November 15th, open dig, meet at Golden Dreams. So basically that's where you can just meet with us. If you have questions about where to dig or how to dig or what to look for, get with me or Lee or Kat or anybody that's been doing it for a little while, and we can show you. We have no problem doing that. I'm always showing a lot of people different things. I dry wash, Lee does the wet washing, Tad metal detects. We have a few other metal detectors out there that know a lot. And there's Al, he's been doing this. Al started, by the way, Mr. Al Ordorka, he started the GPAP. He's one of the founding members of our group. So, if you have any questions, he's good to talk to.
He knows where the bodies are buried.
Many.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Now we're into the good things. Okay. So if you have any, there's a lot of claims out there by Golden Dreams. Golden Dreams is kind of a central location. If you don't know where it is, get with us and we can tell you, and show you where it's at on the maps and everything.
Most of the time I'll have signs out
Yeah.
to lead you in to wherever we're going from the road.
Right. It's pretty easy to find, but all the other claims are out there. I've worked a lot of the claims. Lee's worked a lot of the claims out there. We know where the gold is. I can guarantee you I know where the gold is. So,
Where's the gold?
Oops.
Where's the gold?
You should know where the gold is.
Yeah.
John's just being funny. There is no general meeting for December. So there's not a general meeting. We're going to be doing the Christmas party, and we will have a steak fry. We'll be providing the steak, and we're going to just ask, like we did the last time. I think it's $10. So you guys pay 10, and then we pay for the rest. And it comes with a potato. And there'll be all the nice little fixings. We had a great event last time. Wonderful time. And that's when we're going to do the voting for vice president. So we need a vice president.
And we'll have the quarterly there.
And the quarterly will be
And the
there.
bucket.
And we have that big giant bucket full of gold.
I'll tell you what, I'll just take that home with me since I've already won it. Gold in that bucket.
Oh yeah, there's a little more than that.
It's worth putting a couple bucks.
What else do I have? So for the quarterly drawing, we have the first prize is really nice. You can get a dry washer setup, or you can choose the Equinox metal detector. Two very nice prizes. Whichever one doesn't get chosen, say somebody takes the dry washer, the Equinox will be at the Christmas party. We will be drawing for that. So it's a really cool thing. The Christmas party is going to be big. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And then there's, what else do we have for that? For the, what? Oh yes, the dredge. Mother Sucker dredge. I love that thing.
You're just like saying it.
I do. I really do. But it's really cool. I actually went out on YouTube. Jeff Williams, if you don't know who Jeff Williams is, go to YouTube. Really cool guy. But he did a full coverage on the Mother Sucker dredge. I love that. And it's really a good system. Whoever developed that is really, they know what they were doing. Because I really like working with streams and doing crevices and such. It's basically a crevicing tool, but you can use it for a whole system too. So it's really cool. And then for third prize, we're going to be doing a 0.5 gram gold back.
No, a 0.3. I made a mistake.
Oh, that's right. You told me that you 0.30. Sorry, guys.
Forget about the porta potty.
Yeah. So when we're out from now on, we had some issues with the porta potties. Outlaw, if you use Outlaw, be careful. The hitches are bad. They're sending out hitches or trailers that the hitches come loose. Really bad idea. Because now we're not going to use them anymore because I'm not going to put our people in danger when we have to pull it back into for an outing. So what we're going to have is we're going to have like a little porta potty thing, and then we have a cover that we have.
A tent.
A little tent shower thing, and you can go potty there. So we won't have a normal porta john, which not many people use anyway, which is really weird.
Well, our events aren't that big.
Our events haven't been that big. No. So.
But if you have a bunch of friends you want to bring them out, you're more than welcome.
That's right. Exactly. So we kind of mixed it up. I don't want to keep giving money to a company that, because I've talked to them
It's
2 or
like
3 times,
$180.
Lee's talked to them. They keep sending out hitches that are bad.
I had to follow
Don.
mine twice.
Don was, the last time we were out, I waited for Don, and he pulled the trailer out, and then I sat and watched the trailer, the big trailer that has our equipment. He went and got the porta potty to pull out, and it fell off 3 times. And he had the 1 7/8, so popped off. Not going to keep my people in danger. Can't do it. Won't do it. So that's why we'll have a porta. We'll have a potty, but it'll just be a little bit different, more outdoorsy. Okay.
A camping pod.
Yeah, a camping potty.
Those things are shady to haul out there anyway. And you look in the mirror and this outhouse back there is like tilted over this far. And it's
Yeah.
like, if it goes, I ain't cleaning it up.
No, I'm with you.
Ain't happening.
All right.
Nope.
So you're ready to talk. Do you want to talk about anything gold?
Yes, yes.
No,
He has his agenda in his hand.
I do not. I have my report.
Well, here it
Well, I
is.
gave you
There you go.
agenda.
Hey, I didn't get a copy of
Lee,
that.
he gets to talk about it. Okay, Lee,
Hey, I didn't get a copy of that.
right there.
Okay. Save me the trip. Look at that. My knees hurt anyway.
All right. I can't read this report. It's all in Chinese or
It's
something.
upside down. Put it right side out. He's a goofball. He really is, guys.
All right. We have 29.16 grams of nuggets. Since I forgot them, I was in a rush to come. I was hungry and I had to stop at Popeyes to get a chicken sandwich. Sorry.
I digress.
And then fines, we have 26.78. And bags, we have 17 of the .17, 22 of the .30, and 12 of the .50. And we're gonna have to make some more one grammars, but that'll be along shortly. Kids bags, which we have about 6 of them left, so that'll be going in.
We gave 6 out at the,
Yeah, we had 11.
so you should have 5.
Yeah, but anyway, they'll go in this next month for the giveaways, and then so that gives us a total of 74.98 grams of gold on hand right now. And because I bought back to back the last 2 months.
Yep.
Before it went completely crazy, but what can I say? Now it's going down. If I'd waited, we could have saved some money. But I don't trust it. But anyway, so that's what we have on that.
Where do you buy your gold at?
Okay.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most reliable. You could go through Gold Bay, Dave, but he's coming out of Cali, so you might have to wait a little bit.
I didn't have much luck with him. He kept on forgetting it.
Yeah, he forgot us.
But anyway, so that's all I got.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about your VP position, what you do and everything.
Everything he yells at you to do.
Pretty much right.
What does your job consist of, so they know?
I buy all the little gifts and the gold, and I store it at my house in the gun safe. Because nobody's crazy enough to come into my house with all the guns I have. And then I also come here and harass him. That's part of it. You gotta do that. So whoever does it, you gotta follow through. But I am traveling a little. I've got 3 trips already booked for next year. And I'm not missing Alaska or Hawaii.
I told you never.
Forget Hawaii.
When you go to Hawaii,
You're gonna need a lot of gold to go there.
No, but you got girls in bathing suits.
where you go?
They got them in California.
Oh, I don't go to California. I just fly over it.
I don't blame you, but
Really, guys, he is the backup for me.
Yes, she is.
And he kind of has to know everything I do.
He knows more than you.
Ignore Nathan. But no, I mean, he's serious. It's not such a
Or the
hard
man
position,
behind the door.
but it's a very important position. But
I think Jacob would be good in it.
We're going to Hawaii.
yeah, they're going to Hawaii.
Hey, I'll see you there.
So if you know anybody that might be interested, we're going to be putting it up on Facebook now that we have announced it, of course. And I know that I'm going to be stepping away after the next year. I'm going through 24, yeah.
The end of 23.
Yeah, end of 23. So I have one more year after 10.
So that'd be
Um,
4 years running straight.
I've done two groups, yeah.
You can't get out, you're stuck.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, you're in for it. So if you know anybody, mention it to them. You know, this is a great group. I want to move on doing more mining. I don't have time to go forward. Excuse me. To go forward with what I want to do in mining, which is more expansion, and that's very important to me. My family has mined many, many years, and I want to come back into it. So it's another long story I could talk about for a whole meeting, and Lee, you can ask Lee about that. I talk about everything, and Tab and everybody else. But so it's very important. So Vice President, this coming up December is going to be voted on, and then the following December will be my position, and I think Treasurer is up.
Mine is up the same time as
Yes.
yours. Because
So-
we have alternate years.
Yeah.
With secretary and
Right.
vice president.
Secretary, Treasurer, and my position will be up for vote. So we need some more people. We need some young blood. And if you can get with us beforehand, we can kind of, in a way, as they say, groom you into the position. It's not hard. There is some politics. There's some craziness. But it's part of the game. But it's not as hard as everybody thinks. You can ask Dell. It's not that hard. But it can be very consuming sometimes. So I'm not going to lie to you. Anyway, so, Angel, did you...
Motion.
Another reason I'm leaving.
Motion.
Give me a heart attack.
What?
I want to make a motion to investigate in buying a new damn sound system.
Yes. Thank
Motion's
you.
on the floor.
Oh, we did that already.
Motion's on the floor.
Just give it back to Terry.
Yeah, we need
I
to,
second
We
it.
already did.
first and second vote, I'm gonna buy a new system.
We already did
Yep.
We
one.
already did.
I know.
Did we?
We're gonna reiterate that.
Reiterate it.
Tell Ted we did one though.
True. Hey, Angel, did you want to mention your game?
I got the game.
You did?
Yeah, we did. You missed it.
I missed it?
I missed it. I didn't know what you
Everyone.
did.
Who?
Did you get in on the game, John?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I couldn't
Okay,
find the
good.
newsletter.
All right, John, you have anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I probably do, but my notebook's in my desk at home because I was more interested in getting this gathered up and forgot it. But anyway,
Oh.
we went over pretty much every board
Did you
meeting.
want to mention about the
Last Thursday, the Thursday before our general meeting, we have a board meeting. Everybody is welcome to attend. Coming to the board meetings will also give you a little more insight on what we do to keep all this stuff going. So if you're interested in becoming vice president, president, secretary, treasurer, come out to the board meetings. You get to learn how we do stuff and how he delegates everything to Tad
Yes,
and Michelle.
that's right.
Yeah, Tad, Michelle. Oh, and I'm sorry, Ronnie. Ronnie takes a beating.
Yes, everybody should thank Ronnie Sue over there, my beautiful wife of 37 years. She has been my support. When I get kind of crazy, she yells at me. You don't usually hear her. She just looks at me and that's a yell. So please understand, yeah, she does a lot for the group. She always has. We started going to the board meetings, I'd say, what was it, Lee, about 6 months before I took over? So I got I run another group, totally different group here in Arizona. Many years, and ran that for 10 years. So as a president, but I enjoy doing this stuff. But like I said, it's just I need to move on and do my own thing. So, Michelle, what do you got? You want to try the microphone, or you want to go without?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't want it to
You guys
pop?
can hear me, right? Okay. So I'm gonna report for July. So our previous checking account was $5,972.90. Our previous savings account was $2,162.24. We have 3 cash boxes with a total of $350, which is a grand total of, this is for the beginning of July, at our last meeting. It's $8,485.14. Last meeting, we sold $396 in tickets. We sold $84 in gold bags. We sold 1 t-shirt at $17. We sold $140 in the bucket.
I'm
gold
wearing that
bucket.
t-shirt.
As of today for the gold bucket, before today, we've sold $425 towards the bucket. That's pretty good, because we've only done it for 2 months. So our total is $600 that we collected, $37. And then we had payouts. So as Tad said, we go and buy door prizes. He goes and buys door prizes, and sometimes he buys a lot of door prizes. But just because it's a high number that I'm going to give you doesn't mean it's all in one night. It's for like probably upcoming events or whatever. So last month we had $382.
Sorry, I forgot to turn the camera.
In door prizes. We always take $100 from our checking account and transfer it to our savings for emergencies. We meet here at our board meeting at the VFW, and we pay $50 for this meeting space. Then for tonight, we pay $100 for the meeting space. We spent $86.34 in newsletters, and we have a storage to hold a lot of our equipment. Is $173. That comes to $891.55. As of yesterday, we have $350 in 3 cash boxes. We have $5,872.23 in the checking, and savings. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Savings is, John, you need to change this to 22.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a pen. I'll get with you later.
$2,262.25, which gives you a total of I'm gonna have to change that number too. $8,484.48. Any questions?
Yeah, what was it? I got a
For the
pen.
checking, for the savings, it was $2,262.25. I must have not moved the number over.
Okay. Cool.
And
Here you
then
go.
just add another 100 to the total.
Right.
Got it?
Okay?
Got it.
Any questions?
Yes.
What?
Can you do that again?
Stop it. Stop it, Thaddeus. Just so everybody knows, I call him Thaddeus, just, it's not his name.
And if you ever want to like look at our bank statements, I always have the bank statements with me so you can match my numbers.
And the gold report too. We always have this.
We always have the gold
somewhere.
report too.
If you want to call us and say, hey, I want to know.
I have it.
We have it. We
Don't
always
forget
have it.
about what we were talking about there.
About what?
Our little awnings that we're getting rid of.
That's
yeah,
true,
that
I'm
was
getting
another
there.
thing.
I was gonna get
Come
to
on,
that.
right now.
Does that gold report include the combination to Tad State?
No,
No.
I don't even have it. I don't have it. So,
You're a minor. You should have some dynamite.
it doesn't always work.
I didn't add that, I'm sorry.
I will warn you though, I have a couple killer cats that I brought back from the mountains. They're cute little mountain lions.
No, don't. He's just lying again. So,
He's a
if anybody
politician.
knows Ellie Knows Rocks, she's going to be November 13th meeting at Apache Junction. Knows a lot about geology, really nice lady. and you can come out and enjoy the talk. It's going to be on Facebook, and I haven't placed it there because I got a few months to go. Also, we are going to be getting rid of some huge awnings that we used to use for the outings, but they're more of a pain setup.
Takes like 10 people.
It takes a lot of people, and a lot of times we don't have that. So we usually put up just the pop-up ones. They're so much easier. And we figure that's enough. Usually we're out doing stuff anyway, so we don't need big awnings. So there's there's 2 big ones, and I think one of them is a little bit smaller. Comes with the poles and everything. We're going to be doing an auction, and I don't think we have any other equipment, do we?
No, just that.
That's it.
What are the sizes of the awnings?
10 by 20, I think.
They're
They're pretty
like,
big.
They're similar to what you guys have.
I would say
10
they're
by
probably
30.
16, the big
Sure.
one's probably
They're about
With
the
the
same.
sidewalls
Probably
and
20
everything,
feet
or
long.
just the awning?
Just the top.
Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah, you guys have the sidewalls on yours. I remember when we saw you at the Red Runner event.
Yeah.
And then I know you guys had the different events at different times.
And
So
it has,
there-
the heavy duty poles and everything.
It does.
Yes.
It has all of the goodies that come with those big ones.
All the
You could
sliders
probably
and
get
everything.
side panels if you thought about it, and connect them.
I need to buy that thing.
And connect them. Don't listen to me. Connect them up to the top, and you could actually live in those things. They're huge. They're amazing.
That's what he wants it for.
So how are we gonna go about doing that? First, we gotta get a vote, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does everybody agree that we can sell them?
I
First, second.
second.
Thank you.
I
Everybody else, what do you guys think? Yes?
Yes.
All in favor? All nays? You just voted yes. Miss Millie. They are good awnings. We never had any problems. They're just too heavy duty, and for what we're doing right now, it's just too much. And even if we do grow, I'd rather have the smaller awnings. They're easier to carry and keep track of.
Yes, they are.
Let's see, who else? Yes.
I just wanted to mention something about, you guys are in good hands with the Phoenix chapter. Our previous presidents in the past, they raffled off all of our gold, all of our items that we needed to do for when I took over. So I've been trying to build the system back up and and we didn't have the finances. You guys have the finances with this chapter. We don't. We have half the money that you guys do. And so it's very hard for us to buy what you guys buy, and but we're struggling, but we're making it.
You guys are doing a good job.
Donations.
So
Yeah, we
if you-
do get donations, but it's not anything like what you guys do.
Well, sure. So, really, I would implore you to go to the readings. I mean, it's a way to keep all of us miners going. Without Apache Junction, there wouldn't be an East Valley. I go there because it's not that far from where I live. I'm near Bass Pro Shop, and it's not that far from there. But then Millie and Al go there. Mr. Little
there. I remember.
You got
Terry
sorry.
goes.
I'm a member, and I'm from North Phoenix, so
Right.
I got a good drive, but.
It's a good way to meet new people and new ideas. And that's what we're all about. Mining is, I'm sorry?
What night are their meetings?
Jill, you're the first or second Sunday?
The second Sunday.
Second Sunday. And it's on their page. If you need the information, I can get it for you.
You really want to go next month because I'll be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be our guest.
You do Dallas Devil.
There you go.
Everybody's got to trust Dalton, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, you
then.
can make fun of me. I don't care.
So we're all,
Starts at 5
with all the
o'clock.
3 chapters in the valley, we're actually a family.
Yeah.
And so we all support each other and stuff, like the Golden Treasure Show, we try to help each other out.
Right.
That's what it's all about, so.
Exactly. Without other groups, we wouldn't be around. We're not like the Roadrunners where they have close to $200,000 in their bank account, because everybody pays for the membership. You guys, you do pay for it, but it's through the GPAA. And that's actually a corporation.
That's nationwide.
Yeah, that's nationwide throughout the country. So that's why we have these, they have these chapters so that we can tell you guys and keep track of everything for that. Well, so I need to, do you need to mention? Yes.
At the last meeting, I invited everybody to the varmint,
Yes.
boot camp.
Yeah.
And I found out last night that not only is it full, but there's a pretty long waiting list.
Okay.
So, if you guys are interested next year.
Right.
Yeah. The cost is nothing. I mean, well, you have to get yourself there. It's at the Vincent Ranch, Game and Fish owns Vincent Ranch, so, they don't charge us anything. The Game and Fish actually fund this, the Arizona Health Society, they get a group of people out there to cook, and, they'll take a giant smoker and they'll smoke brisket, and the food's great. They, free food Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, they feed you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and, Sunday, they feed you breakfast. And they teach you how to hunt, and they'll take you out, some members that really know how to call in varmints, they'll take you out hunting if you're interested. You don't have to go hunting.
Where's this at? Anyway.
It's up near, Woods Canyon Lake.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought it was Woods Canyon area.
Yeah. And it's absolutely beautiful. You know, you go through this little canyon and you drop down, and it opens up into a little valley, and there's the old farmhouse and everything there. And they set up, like you said, these big shade canopies, like we have. And you just set up your tent, or if you have a travel trailer, you can't quite get it in there, but just before you hit this 2-track, there's a big place right there where people with travel trailers camp. And it's just a short hop over the hills to get to where the food and everything's at. But I've got a couple of, I think, 2 things on the Phoenix Varmicars if anybody's interested. We have monthly meetings, and they have all kinds of activities. So if you guys are interested, come pick up the flyer.
Yeah, my dad was part of that. My dad was part of that for a long million years ago. So Al had offered a bit ago to do Dutch oven cooking. And what were you thinking, Michelle?
I was thinking that, what are you doing in November outing?
Well, you said that the steak fry was in
December.
Yeah. We can do it in December.
They'll be at the park.
It's at a city park, you can't cook
Yeah, we
there
can
like
do it
that.
in December,
Yeah.
and then you'll have your dessert.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, that works.
That is perfect. So if you have
I
any
just
questions
saw it that way you were talking
about Dutch oven cooking, he's the man to talk to. I do a lot of cooking, and I'm going to be trying to listen to him. I haven't explored that as much as I should.
We'll make pineapple upside down cake.
Yummy.
And peach cobbler or
Yeah.
apple dump cake.
Oh, peach cobbler. Yeah, peach. Oh, peach is a peach. Yeah, you gotta go peach.
My experience was with the Scouts, so I learned how to do the Dutch oven with the
Oh,
Scouts.
yeah. All right, guys. What we're gonna do? We're gonna take a few minutes off, and then we're gonna come back and Lee's gonna talk and about outings or whatever he's talking about. I never know.
All right.
And,
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Well, I know you.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to leave this run because Lee has not done his presentation yet. And then at that point, I think we'll probably be done. Tomorrow, I was just thinking tomorrow, what I'll do is all the stuff that Tad and I, you can go across there. All the stuff that Tad and I were talking about tonight, I'll see if I can go through there and find links for as much stuff as I can. I'll post them under a separate link. That way everybody will have it. You got some place you can go to look at it. consider whether you want to, do something like this for yourself or whatever the case may be. So, anyways, be back in a few.
Got any super glue in there?
No.
Super glue is what you need in your first aid kit.
Yeah, it closes.
When you cut your hand,
Oh, yeah.
you can glue it back over the top of it when you press it back together. And then you can use your fingers again. No, you put it on the outside.
It still burns.
Yeah, but it's only burns for a little bit because that's just burning because you're pressing your skin back together. You can cut your finger all the way open, press it back together, wipe it off, and then put a layer of super glue over the top.
Oh, super glue.
And it'll last for days. And then you put another layer over, and then you can use your finger again.
They also make
Super glue. I've carried everywhere. I have it in the trunk. I have it in my bags.
You know what else works good? I don't know if they still make it. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's called liquid skin.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, you had
It's
something
pretty
in
much
there
close to the same.
on a card or something?
Oh yeah, the iodine.
Oh, it's iodine. I didn't hear what you said it was. You said it lasts forever. I didn't know if it was salt pills or what you had. Iodine, okay.
You got Quick Clot in there too? For GSWs?
Probably.
You just pour it in?
Yeah, probably in
It's
the
Quick Clot. It clogs for bullet holes.
that other kit. Yeah.
Okay, that's iodine.
That's water purification, right?
No, this is iodine for in case of a nuclear.
Oh, for
nuclear.
Oh, you didn't mention that.
Yeah, I did.
Did you? I didn't
No, I
hear the
didn't say
nuclear
for.
part.
Well, I said you're down around. Down around.
Yeah. Well, they have iodine for water purification.
Yeah, for water,
and
too.
for
Well, these are specific for.
Yeah,
radiation.
that one is Iosat. Yeah.
Oh, you got the fire stick.
And they're cheap.
Yeah, you couldn't get these for a while because they were sold out everywhere because everybody was freaking out. So a lot of times you can't get stuff like this
Might not
because
be
they're
able
all
to
out
get
of stock.
Might not be able to get them right now. The way it's
I know. China's getting ready.
That's true.
Russia's getting ready.
I came to Arizona because my wife told me I was in the military, and when we got married, she made me promise that I will follow you every year we will go wherever, but when you return, you will not
Yeah, a lot of the things that you have, what I find out is I like I think cyclists lost the board down there last time. And my trailer. And I put it on again. And it went down. And I wrapped that sucker 6 feet here. I wrapped that all the way around it and then did it to the both to my D-link and hold it on the wrist. I got it. Unwrapped it. And the damn thing was just laying on top of the wall. There was a jaws open up.
also had the same thing happen to people. It's hard to get up. I got almost all the way up. So we went up to I do it before it's ready to start. Tomorrow, of course, I go to 5:30. First thing I do this one.
Right now, I'm just fighting to stay away because I've been sitting here pretty rude.
Like I said, we got 4.5 feet. That moved up very quick, didn't it?
Yeah, the teacher was there.
This is all red spots up there. He's got that Oshi stone.
I pulled that out, we went out there, and I had to take Frank's seat behind me. He was in the front. And I used Frank's because the board was so heavy, it was pulling me forward, so we hooked this guy stuff to my knee. And we moved it up.
See, next time I use it. Do you know what a Harley Davidson dealer is? What it says? Alright, Ryan, go up. If you wouldn't write on it, it won't be able to take the press.
Oh, I got to see this.
You go north side.
Either the bottom side. 6
3 miles. We go up and we'll see 37 Harley Davidson. Just as you get in front of it, place called Locked Again. You can get a really good burger price, like $10.
I think it's over $31.
Cheesesteak for about $10.
Good deal.
It comes with the fries. Yeah, and then you can get a soft drink or a beer or some whiskey or whatever you want because it's a bar.
I used to live out there.
Yeah.
8 years.
Well, it used to be my bar, but it was called the Red Onion when it was mine.
Right. We're out there, we must be, if we go out to the Nichols West or, right there on the same street we live on.
Yeah, well, a lot of times when I leave the meetings, I'll stop there and get me some food, because I live right behind this. It might be 4 miles. I don't know. It's not that far.
Well, this one was engraved with the
Oh, that's right, I forgot. I got fire starters too.
I'm gonna have to contact. I'm not gonna be in the
I want to get all 3 and on there.
It's $20 for a 22. Just place it out there. But itching and his last camping trip, that was it. I thought, especially with all the rain I had, I was like,
He's waiting on me. Thomas. Oh, Thomas.
Terry, where are you going?
About 4 blocks from the meeting place. No, Paul Ward lives on Point Junction. I live at 63rd Street in Boston. Between Maine and
I'm at
University.
54th Street and Dolphin.
Right in the middle between Maine and University.
I'm between Southern and Broadway.
I live up the street.
You're up the street from here?
Yeah, I'm up at like, you got Greenway Parkway and you have Greenway Road. I'm Greenway Road and 20th Street.
Buy me some hearing aids.
No, I like it. That's why I recorded. I recorded on my phone so I could go back and listen. Well, I think when you guys had
That's why I don't worry about taking notes too much, because I can go home and watch the video and write all my notes.
I've actually joined a couple of your Facebook things.
That's what I don't write anything down.
And if I miss something, I just scroll back.
I played the drums for 50 years.
Whoa, slow down! I didn't catch that, Michelle.
Mitch, before you start doing your raffles,
I'm getting hard of hearing because I played the drums on stage for over 50 years.
That'll do it. Yeah, I get.
All right, guys, we're going to get this going again real quick because we got a lot of stuff to give away. Also, real quick, one of our members is a treasure hunter and prospector and everything, but there are some magazines over here. They're a little bit older, but there's still some really good information in these things. I have a stack of them that he gave me. I have too many now. So if you're interested, come and look through them and take them. They're for you guys. Lee, are you ready?
Yeah.
You want to use a microphone or no? You ready to explode?
I'm pretty loud.
That's true.
I can't be real loud. That's some kind of notes my wife wrote me.
We're pretty close, Mike.
Huh?
Take out the trash. Yeah, take out the trash. Make sure you find enough gold so it'll support us. Finish my yard work before I can go. That's a true story there. That is a true story. I've actually been out, haven't been able to go mine for 7 weeks. That hurts. 7 weeks I haven't been out, so I'm itching to go.
Get Mickey
So anyway, like we said, we're going to be having the September dig. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'd like to see a lot of new people show up, or if you just want to show up to try to learn something new or whatever, you know, I'll definitely be doing dowsing out there. You know, I'm a firm believer in it. There's a lot of people out there that don't believe in it, but hey, I find gold almost every time I go out. So, like they said, there's going to be a breakfast. Probably just going to be, you know, donuts and we're going to do that.
Are we gonna do
Burritos. President needs to speak up on this
burritos
one.
last time, right?
How we do that scrambled eggs?
Bacon.
I think that's what we're gonna
We're gonna do
do.
that? All right. Well, I guess the president don't know about this, but we're doing bacon and scrambled eggs.
Well, then somebody better be cooking.
That's him. He's
No.
culinary school graduate, you know, all that good stuff.
All right, so we need a chef for
He's great
the.
about that.
I volunteer him. Anyway, bring a chair. If you have an extra awning or something, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you brought out there. It's still going to be kind of warm, you know.
That's why we're doing early morning.
Yeah, that's why we're having it early morning, just in case it gets too hot, you want to leave, you know. I usually stay out there for a long time. bring your own equipment. You know, if you want to learn something about metal detection, that's going to be there. He's a good one to tag along with to learn metal detection. He can show you some good pointers. My pointer is what Bill Southern always says, go and slow. That's the best advice I can give you about using a metal detector. Low and slow. You know, if you try to go across the ground fast, you're probably going to miss that nugget. You know, next guy behind you is going to be going low and slow, and he's going to find it. Perfect example of that. Me and Fran went out to a plane, and I'm going along, and I'm thinking I'm going. I hear a signal, but I'm not too sure. I dug a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. Here, Fran goes, hey, can I dig that? I'm like, sure. He had an Equinox 800 out there. I had my Monster. He goes along there. Sure enough, I mean, it was small, but there was a small little nugget in that hole. And what I didn't do, low and slow. I ran out of patience, you know. Most of the time when I go out and dig, I'm go as fast as I can, try to catch as much gold as I can in a day. So when you guys go out to the plains, pay attention to your surroundings and everything. Let me know if there's holes, garbage. You know, if it's too much for you to handle, to be able to take out yourself, you know, get a hold of one of us, board members, or another person that you know that might know me, or somebody else. And let them know to, you know, get a hold of us, and we can rally up we did a dig, or a cleanup a couple months ago. It was a big one. I mean, it was a huge hole that we had to fill in. It took
3 chapters.
3 chapters to go out there and take care of this issue. If somebody, you know, they done wrong, they shouldn't have done what they did. They weren't going to clean it. Just say this, they weren't going to clean up their mess. And we had to go out and clean it up. We had another incident up in Soldier Boy. We took out 1,100 pounds of trash that was on the plane. We rented a trailer, trucked it out, dumped it, yeah. So yeah, if you guys see any of this stuff going on or whatever, I don't expect you to get in conflict with anybody out there.
Just call me, I enjoy it.
Yeah. And don't, just message us and we'll try to, you know, if you can get their license plate or something or whatever without getting caught doing it. Most of them people aren't going to be very happy about whatever you're doing. Take pictures. Take pictures. You know? Yeah. What else you got on here? Sweet. Oh, yeah, bring a chair, bring a side dish to the dig. You know,
not all desserts either.
Not all just desserts, you know, you can bring
anything.
Fruit, whatever. Yeah. It's going to be a breakfast, so.
Macaroni salad?
I like breakfast related.
Breakfast.
For breakfast.
Okay, well.
And like you said, Vulture Bait is a huge plant, 160 acres. So there's a lot of hunting you can do there. A lot of washes.
Do not wear tennis shoes. Wear good boots.
Yeah. Don't come out there with your flip flops on and think you're going to go metal detecting, because I guarantee you, Troy, those cactus is going to get you.
Yep.
And
my wife had to buy special boots. What brand are they? Justin. And it has it's the same stuff as this. And the other ones that she used, the hiker, the stickers went through her boot.
Yeah, they'll go right through.
Those Choya, they're about that long, and they can be about that thick.
The problem is the babies lay on the ground.
Yeah.
So you can't see them.
Yeah.
Until they're all the way
That's right. And as you're walking along, and there's a portion of Golden Dreams that it's all Choya. And me and Randy were walking over there. Oh my goodness. It took me forever. I had to almost carry her to the truck.
And don't wear shorts.
No.
Yeah, no, that's no fun either.
Not a good idea. Especially if there's snakes or whatever, you know, at least you got good jeans on. You know, it can still bite you, but still it gives you a fighting chance.
I mean, the last outing we were at, we had a 10 beads on a little rattlesnake, and right through the group, right through, I mean, inches away from everybody, so take heed, we
They're
were
out
out there with them.
So anyway, yeah, we gotta go.
No, there's a reason.
Oh.
I wanna just re-enter, because we haven't said this in a while. When we do have our, events out there, you're allowed to have a gun on you
Yes.
for protection, but I don't wanna see it waving around because you're gonna be
Yeah.
asked to leave. And also, no alcohol while
Yes.
we're having an event.
At all.
Once the event is
No
over, you can
alcohol.
drink all you want, but
Yes.
during the event, no alcohol. And I know we haven't said this in a while, I
That's
just
true.
wanna make sure.
That's true. A lot of people were complaining because of the old administration. They saw me carrying my gun. I have no problem, even before. If you're responsible, you can have a firearm. But if that, like Michelle says, if I see it or somebody comes up to me and tells me, I'm gonna kick you out. You can be mad at me, you can be mad at the group or whatever, but it's for the safety of everyone around us. So the gun is there because, well, I've always carried a gun when I'm out in the
You
woods.
never know if you get
It's just what I do. And I don't know how else to dress. When I get dressed to go out, I put the gun on, and for any outing outdoors. So even when I'm just driving, you can ask running. I take the gun on, put it, and I start working. But it's always nearby because you just never know. It's for safety, for my safety and my wife's safety. So you can bring your gun, but don't wave it around.
As long as it's in a hole.
Yes.
I also go out night mining, so if anybody wants to go out night mining or whatever, they're more than welcome to come. They can learn a little bit of different way of night mining than what you do during the day. Kind of fun, a lot cooler, it's still hot.
Watch
This
out
time
for
of year,
bees.
but, yeah, we can. Johnny got stung in the neck by a bee while he was out night mining with me, and that was kind of I didn't think he was going to make a home that night.
So they're
Swelled
still
up
out
like
there, snakes and everything.
snakes, bees, whatever,
They want me to
scorpions.
go out.
Yeah.
It was fun. Come on.
Anyway, so my last thing I have here is our chapter points. That's what buys
So how do they get them?
Prizes.
these guys. So what I do is I go through a magazine and I pick out what I think that you guys would like, or I do a poll or something. Sometimes I'll ask you what would you guys like me to buy?
How do you
So
get the points?
the points.
So there's some new people.
We go through GPAA. They have a catalog that me and Susie go through.
Well, how do you get those points?
And the points I get by if somebody gets affiliated with our chapter. They call up GPAA and say, hey, I just joined. I want to be affiliated with GPAP or Apache Junction or West Valley, all three of them chapters. So, or any one of them chapters, I should say.
So it's from the renewal of your
Yeah,
license?
so every year,
expired.
every year you renew, they give us points to be able to buy, to be able to purchase these.
Same thing with lifetime members. If you become a lifetime member, there's dues and everything for that. In a sense, we get points from that. I'm a lifetime member. Lee's lifetime, Tad's lifetime, a few others are too, and that's how we get the points. Then we spend those points, like Lee said, through the catalog or the webpage, and then we get rewarded. So it's all it's a big old circle.
Quarterly events and everything. That's how we. It kind of just the money kind of makes a full circle. So
Yes.
let's say if Al wins this nice dry washer, he's gonna take it out, and, use it, whatever. Gets tired of it after a while and wants to resell it to somebody else. And it's full
It is
circle.
what it is. It is
But
posted
anyway,
on our
our
website
points-
and the flyers.
Our points to this day is 29,534 points.
Gonna go down?
290,000.
I was gonna say.
290,000.
Oh, we're higher than you.
Didn't that go down from last year?
Points. It seems like that went down for some
We
reason.
need to
because
check
I think
in.
we had 300
We haven't
something.
touched any of those points.
So did you guys buy
That's
the?
why I'm saying this to the rest of y'all, so you're all witnesses, that I think that our
Last time it
points
was
have
over
went down,
the three.
and I'm trying to figure out why.
I'll look at it.
Month before
So did you
that,
guys buy
before.
the Equinox 800 and the dry washer with that?
No,
No.
you bought that before.
That was before.
We had close to $1 million.
Yeah, we had a million.
Was it? Yeah, it was about
Yeah, we had 800 and something.
Yes, they used
Our biggest purchase was the Equinox 800, which Doug won at the Golden Treasure Show.
With all the members we
That's
have.
what we do with our
Yeah,
points.
sure.
So it can go to one of our members.
All right. Anything else?
That's it, I'm done.
All right. Any questions, anybody?
Just the Dallas.
Yes.
So as far as the points go, is that, how do we know how many points are for each thing? Like lifetime member or annual member or?
The GPAA administers that. I don't. We
That's
don't.
the monthly thing that we get sent?
No,
No.
we get it, but he can tell you what it
He
is.
can. He can kind of give you an idea.
Oh, well, yeah, the only reason I asked.
All right, guys. I'm going to call for an adjournment of the meeting. First, second, full. Everybody good.
Aye.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I didn't get a door prize too.
Yeah, first motion, second motion, our secretary just emailed any of that. And then I have to do, okay, you know, unanimous vote, is there any opposed of it and stuff that has to be recorded? So he's really on it about recording.
Yeah, I was looking it up online to see where you guys were at.
Oh, so you have a website?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Hey now.
We don't have to use
I was watching a video of some guy.
We don't have, okay, so like, someone who got.
I knew I was waiting on my ticket. I'm like, what am I missing? Door prize. All right, that concludes our evening entertainment. To all my diggers out there, it looks like I might have 2 people left. So anyway, this will get posted up tomorrow. I'll try and get links there for the products that I use and products that Ted uses. And y'all have a good night. Stay safe. God bless.
All right, everybody.